reMarkable. I've had this thing for over a month now, and I've come up with well over 200 reasons why you should go reMarkable, and really just a few that might persuade you not to. Notice how much brighter this tablet is and how much whiter it is. This screen is so much darker because of the new technology. This one was originally 400 and then this one was 500. Yes, it is bigger. Yes, it is brighter. And yes, it's in color. And the old one fits inside the new one. But when you turn them on, that's when you really can tell the difference. Okay, turn on. And they were both in the same room. Why did that one take so much longer to turn on? I don't know. There we go. Now they're both turned on. Airplane mode is not enabled. And if we crank up the brightness, that's the difference right there. Now, if I completely turn off the light, see how dark that one is? You are seeing that, right? Even with more light, this one is just darker. And the advantage and the disadvantage is during daylight hours, I find myself turning on other lights where with this one, I can see visibly in lower light. So now we're gonna turn off a lot of my studio lights. Now all we have is light coming through the window and you can see the difference. See how dark that one is and how much brighter that one is. When we look at this angle, yeah, that credit card makes it about even. If you've never visited the Provo Beach in the Riverwoods, I highly recommend you frequent there. And then here's a business card from the Lawn Doctor folks. No, almost 2 business cards, but a normal plastic credit card. That's about the thickness difference between 2019, 2020 technology to 2024. Which one do I like better? And the big question, after a month, do I recommend that you upgrade to the Paper Pro? Is it worth the color? Is it worth the backlight? Is it worth a new stylus, the shader? Let's talk about the 200 plus reasons, shall we? And just for fun, just say huge step back in history. This was my student ID card back at BYU in the early 1990s. I can't show you the whole card because these cards had our social security numbers on them. That was your student ID number. This is a drawing made by my friend Jamie. Mechanical pencil, here we go. So this is how quickly it refreshes. See, it's really not that much faster. Okay, I'm pretty sure I clicked on it. There we go. I'm not seeing a big difference. That's just me. Yeah, it looks really gray. So what we're gonna do to fix that is just crank up some light. Now if we open up that same notebook, now it's comparable to the screen brightness in this room. When I'm in the office or I'm in a lecture or I'm taking notes at a movie, TPK. What'd you think? The first reason, pencil. I love the sound of a pencil. There's mechanical pencil, there's ballpoint pen, there's fine liner. And yes, if you look really closely, you can do 6-point font. That's a question I got asked years ago. And then there's the highlighter. There's reason number 5. And then there's calligraphy pen in magenta. Look at that, huh? That's magenta. And then if you want more color experiences, we have pink, green, blue, cyan, and red. Come on, that's fun. And then we have the highlighter. The highlighter is really, really nice because they made it so the highlighter snaps to the text. So if I want to highlight this word battery life, all I have to do is switch to highlighter, and battery life is green to me. So now I've chosen green. See how it just snaps right to it? The marker in cyan. Number 8, the shader in orange. There's a really large example of the shader. Number 9, we have the paintbrush. Rolling Stones, Paint It Black. Have you heard the song? I really recommend. I really recommend that you watch Paint It Black. So then you do some quick math. You have 9 different stylus pens that are converted from this one stylus. And yes, it is worth upgrading to the Pro stylus for $100. There are aftermarket ones. This one has a nice weight. I like it. I like it a lot. 27 different colors. So we have 27. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 27 is 243. That's 243 reasons to buy one tablet with one pen. So could you really carry around that much paper, and do you really want to carry around 27 different pens? No. But don't click away quite yet. 244, there's no beeps. 245, there are no alarms. It doesn't make any noise. When I take this into a meeting, when I take it to church, when I take it to restaurants, I had one of those teacher conferences and my wife's like, really? Are you gonna take that? And I did. And it does attract more attention than I like sometimes. I'm used to it by now because I always have it. And people are like, oh, wow, what is that? I didn't buy it for the attention. I bought it because I didn't want to carry around 600 of these that I've filled up over the last 4 years. No internet browser. When you hand this to your kiddos, this is all they're going to be using. When they're in the car and you're traveling to Disneyland, you're going to have enough excitement when you get to the happiest place on earth. Do you really need them to be plugged in and watching episodes of Bluey?
Right. Hey, Ingo, I'm hungry.
Do it properly.
Ah, that advice doesn't apply to me.
247, it won't distract your coworkers. Once they get used to you having this weird looking tablet, they stop asking questions. Mine have. Number 248, side light for nightly inspirations. I just keep this on my nightstand, and if I get inspired at night, I just quickly turn this on and jot down some notes, and I never wake up my spouse because it's just nice and gentle in the eyes. Number 247, copy and paste. And you can copy and paste entire books. Demo. Now this is one thing I don't like. You can't adjust the brightness when you're in the notebook. So you have to exit the notebook and then crank up the brightness. There we go. So if I want to copy and paste something in a notebook, I just copy that. So you go like this. And then you click copy, and then you click paste. And then just like on a computer, you can change the size of that and you can rotate it. Woo! Come on, that's just fun right there. Oh, whoa, we made like a crop circle. That's pretty fun. Sometimes there is ghosting, and I've had lots of questions about that. So now I'm just gonna put that right there, clear the clipboard, and it's done. Now, in addition to copy and paste, you can copy and move as well from one folder to the next, and it's really neat. So if I can close this, and I should actually go to thumbnail view, which is something I test every day. I'm gonna copy this page right here, and I can just hit duplicate. And then I highlight just that one page, and I can click move, and I can say move out, and then I'm going to put it into video edits. And then it asks me where do I want, and I'm going to say move here, and then it automatically puts it in page 2. I use that feature quite often because sometimes when I'm in a hurry, accidentally open up the wrong folder, or sometimes, I don't know, or someone makes doodling and so it's really cool. And then you can delete pages all at once as well, which is a very nice feature. So there's the copy and paste. Reason 250, endless paper for 8 years. So if you you can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So if we go to the storage, So we're going to close this. We'll close this. And to get to storage, you click on the little hamburger in the top left, click on storage. So we'll do this over here as well, settings. When I moved everything over from my reMarkable 2 to my reMarkable Paper Pro, it took about 10 minutes to move 4 years of my life from the old to the new. This one had just 6.4 gigabytes of data, and I've been able to successfully store everything in there, and I could probably go another 4 years because it just keeps on storing and I'm not running out of space yet. We took all of that info, over 600 notebooks, and now it's in here. They increased the space, and now I have another 8-10 years, maybe. Based upon my usage, I'm filling up 3 gig every 4 years, so I'm good until I reach age 70 is my guess, even if I start reading a bunch of books. Now here, I'm not quite sure what happened, but a bunch of the text got discombobulated. So number 258, manage your thoughts faster. Okay. 259, data refresh. Is it faster? Yes and no. It's doing a lot more. 259, 6 words lost over the last 4 years. So by taking notes on this device, there were a few crashes. They fixed it. It was a bad 3 weeks. I think it was back in 2021, maybe 2022. I can't remember. But they fixed it. So let's say I was in this one and I was making a small little adjustment, right? And then all of a sudden it would just close or restart. But I only lost 1 word, and that happened a couple times, and I lost 2 words, but 6 words lost. That's really good. Data integrity, thumbs up. Number 260, resolution improvements. I would say the resolution is better. It is crisper, especially with the backlight and in the right lighting. Number 261, desktop app. So we're just gonna, whoops. So you can also tap and undo. There's also the sounds I really like. So the desktop app, and then I open it up and it takes a bit or longer. Normally it doesn't take that long to open, and then it's gonna synchronize with the cloud. Oh, that looks nice. And then if I go to notebooks, and if I close this one, turn off airplane mode, this will quickly synchronize with the reMarkable cloud, and then this notebook should update. Now, funny enough, I don't really see a way to force a sync, and I was really hoping they would do that, but I found navigate and navigate back. That usually pushes an update. It shows the reMarkable version, but yeah, it doesn't. But I have access to everything here. My favorites, my ebooks, my PDFs. And right now, these are both on the same account, but I'm gonna reset this one after this video and give it to my son because he's going to college. I would have loved to have something like this in college instead of carrying around different notebooks. So now we're still waiting for the sync. And this is what the data looks like in color. And of course you have thumbnail, you can type directly on here. I just click on the T and then I can start typing. Typing from my MacBook. And then I can enter, I can copy and paste. So just like that, it synchronized the 5K running test. And there's the text that I just typed in. So if I type in reMarkable 3, and then we open that. So we did paint it black. It didn't do the copy and paste yet. Now, if you ever find yourself in a bind and you need to force a synchronization, this is what you do. So you just go to storage, click sync, and it's gonna say no syncing errors found. You can always click on it again. We'll just do a double sync and everything should be fine. Now, funny enough, I haven't had any synchronization errors while using 2 reMarkables to the same account. I don't recommend it. It's kind of weird. You know, if you and your partner both wanted to have different reMarkables, but you don't want to pay extra, you could do that, but there's not a way to password protect your folders yet, and that's the second negative. So you can't create a folder and call it dad and then create a password for that folder, because when you give your tablet to your kids, they can read everything. So I have to be careful what I write about them. Sometimes things do not go as planned. I had to close the app on my MacBook and reopen it. So now if I go to notebooks and I sort it by last modified, or I can say last opened, there's all my changes. Nope, it still did not update. There we go. Now it just updated. Once in a while there are sync issues. We're just gonna move on. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. So even here, the text got all jumbled and I still don't know how that happened. Number 261, there's desktop app, both Windows and Mac. Number 262, there's the handwritten aspect. And this is where it gets really personal. So I'm in this lecture room with I only knew a couple of people, and talking to these parents, and they were asking me questions, and I wanted to reference something that happened years ago, and I'm struggling to find it. It took me about a minute, and I was quickly able to find a notebook that I had not opened in 2 years. Yeah, try to find a notebook unless you have a library. So that was really cool that I was able to find it. And then I'm reading this and thinking to myself, wow, this is real. And as I'm reading it, I'm getting this flood of memories coming in. And yeah, I started crying. And I'm reading my own handwriting about an event of a really close friend in my life. And you don't get that from a typed letter. You don't get that from, well, you might. Maybe you do. Maybe you get that from a text on your iPhone, but the handwritten text is something that cannot be replicated digitally until now. So I can go back to this sketch that my friend Jamie wrote, and you know, that takes me back to that very night. And I'm like, wow, that's him. That's his personality. And then that just speaks volumes. Yeah, literally, it speaks volumes to me when I can see the personality of a text, of a drawing, of a doodle. It's really, I can't show you what I wrote because it is too personal, but penmanship, writing is personal, and the reMarkable captures that. Time for a break. Number 263, the intensity of visual memories. This is a little drawing that I did with my daughter's hand and my hand. That's pretty cool. That's a visual memory. And I can look at that and yeah, almost cry again. Number 264, during daylight, there's no eye strain. There's no reflection. There's little tiny bits of reflection because of the light. It's wonderful. And then a parent will never be able to influence their child. Oh wait, that's not, okay. Number 267, duplicate pages. We already covered that. Number 268, pure creative freedom. You can do whatever you want. It's pen and paper. It's 27 different pens and different shades and pretty much endless possibilities, all based upon your creativity. Number 269, third-party stylus options. If you don't like the expensive stylus that reMarkable sells you, you can buy a Kingwright. Now the logo has worn off, but it works great. I've been using this for a solid year and change, and every time I have to make a note, it just works. And it has an eraser. Ta-da! Number 270, customer support that is truly literate. I have had a couple issues, when I was losing words here and there, and reMarkable came to the rescue and they fixed it. I've never had to send mine in for replacement, but I did have one of their stylus pens go bad and they sent me a replacement, no questions asked. It was great. Number 271, privacy. This is one of the negative spots. There is the integration with Dropbox and Google and a few other services, but I would like the ability to lock down a folder like you can on a computer. That would be nice. Number 272, my thoughts lead into actions, my atomic habits morphize into habits, and then, so the ability to write quotes. You can write down important things that happen in your life. 273, endurance, the ability to last a 3-day conference, nearly 45 pages of copious thoughts. Now, according to the website and what the the marketing propaganda tells us, is that it should last 14 days of regular use on a full charge, up to 90 days in standby mode. All right, it just depends how much you use it, because every time you're opening a notebook, every time you're opening anything, every time you use the backlight, every time you're searching, every time you're typing, the refreshing, that's using just little micro amounts of battery. I haven't made it 14 days. Apparently I just use it too much, but I have made it a full 9 days with really, really heavy use. On average, I'm filling up 1 to 2 pages of notes a day. I like we did in the earlier video. I mean, when you're documenting your life with 6 different smart rings, that's a whole lot of script. Oh, drop test on a carpet. Whew. Samsung ring, still good. Number 274. Okay, be really quiet. I'm gonna show you. Can you hear that? It doesn't make any noise. The light's on, but nobody's home. I cannot inform you of the abundance of time I have made time to finish my book about feckless. I began writing it in 2004, and there are nearly 400 pages of content since November 2020, and those 400 pages have become my hobby. Will there be more? Less? When will it be published? I'm hoping by the end of Q1 2025. I need to rewrite some chapters, but I've been able to do it using this, because I can't take a laptop with me at all times. And sometimes when you're using a laptop, it's not appropriate, but when you're just taking out pen and paper, that's viable. People don't get distracted by you just writing and taking notes. There's an episode with Donald Trump. They're meeting with this media mogul person, someone really important, and this guy comes out and you can just hear him. And the guy's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just taking notes, sir. Just taking notes." And it was so loud in the video. And this is with the video editing. And the guy was furious. They transitioned, and all of a sudden he was using pen and paper. There you go. Why does this tablet have yellow tint? I don't know. I contacted the reMarkable support yesterday and finally kind of voiced my complaint, because I saw that another color tablet that Amazon released is having that problem. And it kind of comes and goes depending upon the lighting, but I mean, is red, yellow, and blue. Yellow is a primary color. You can see the yellow tint of my desk lamp back there, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be fixed with the hardware, or maybe this might be the first tablet I have to send back and they send me a new one. 276, what's the warranty on the stylus in my right hand? Can it be charged too frequently? That's one thing I have been concerned about, because let's say I'm in this notebook, reMarkable, right? And I just attach this, and you're gonna see a little battery icon appear in the top right. You can't check your battery status without the pen being attached. So now you have to go to the hamburger, and then you go to settings, and then you wanna go to marker, and then it shows the reMarkable serial number, which I'll cover up, and then it says charging 100%. Now I was using it once and it said 0%, but it was still working. So it needs a battery sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So far, no issues. I'll let you know in a year how the battery life is, but I've made the pen last over a week without charging it. Again, the huge variable is your usage. Number 277, ChatGTP and Cloud AI. Would they be able to OCR a PDF from the reMarkable 2 or this reMarkable Paper Pro? Let's find out. So this is the reMarkable 3. You can tell by the glow. I call it the reMarkable 3. Technically it's not, but it's a lot. Okay, we'll call it the RMPP. Oh, that's wrong too. We'll just call it the Paper Pro. Now I tend to think that I have good penmanship. A lot of people have given me compliments, so we'll just do this one. Follow the white rabbits. I jumped over the lazy yellow German short hair pointer doggy. And let's test ChatGPT first. And then second, we'll test the Cloud AI. All right, so now all we have to do is convert this from text to PDF, right? That should be easy. So right here, we just click share. And now I can say convert to text. So let's try that. So now it's converting to text. reMarkable, RUP Paper Pro, follow the white rabbits. I jumped over the lazy yellow German short hair pointer doggy. ChatGPT. Oh, it did okay. So now it says 14 pages, transferring. So now it's synchronized from the cloud. And then this is how it converted it. I guess I need to write more computer friendly. And now I can go back to thumbnail. I can just highlight that page and then I can say export, and I can export in PDF, PNG, SVG, grayscale pins. We're just going to do export as a PDF. I go to my desktop and there's the PDF. No tricks. ChatGTP. Okay, OpenAI, ChatGTP. Start now. Download the app. I currently don't have the capability to directly convert PDFs to text. However, you can do this using different ways. Use an online text converter, small PDF, or I can write Python script. Adobe Acrobat Reader, select highlight, copy and paste. Let's do PDF to text. Upload files. Error. Okay, start. Oh, I don't like this at all. Nope. So there's always more than one way. We're going to try the reMarkable app on the Android phone and see if that works better with a Hasselblad lens. So in just a second, we should see that to sync. Yep. See how quickly, that's good news. All in all, I really feel that the reMarkable app functions better on Android. That's just me. Let's go to reMarkable and we'll just do a screenshot and we'll upload that screenshot, attach, convert to text. Come on, Gemini. Here's the text from the image. Okay, that's pretty cool. that worked. Okay, that was pretty cool. So right from the image, it translated the text better than reMarkable. Wow. Did it make any errors? Hang on. reMarkable 3, RMPP, Paper Pro, follow the white rabbits. I jumped over the lazy yellow German short hair pointy doggy. One chat Cloud AI. It missed one letter, just one. That's pretty cool. So the whole point of this test was what happens to these images in 20 years, or even maybe it's only 5 until Skynet takes over. Are we going to be able to do something with them? You know, those slides that you had from your grandma's attic, what do you do with those? You have to convert them. And now we can. Wow, that's a really cool example. I might need to make a video about just that. That was fun. We're going to go back in time. 277 reasons. I like memory and pixel screens like this Coros. I don't mind pixels. I grew up with an Atari. Pixels are pixels are a part of me. That's my reMarkable story of the reMarkable 2, which has been my best buddy for 600 notebooks and 4 years, minus 1 week. And the new Paper Pro, which, you know, it's slightly heavier. You have to charge the stylus every week or two, but it's still one of the world's thinnest notebooks. And I like using it. They don't have to pay me to say that. And then in the next version, I imagine they're gonna get it a little faster with the refreshing. It is better since that last release. So when I write in cyan, there you go. Did that bother you? All right, you're sold. Now you just need to come up with $500 minus 40, my little special link URL. Thank you so much for your time. I hope I've answered a lot of questions about the device. Yes, I recommend it. Yes, I use it every day. Yes, it is durable. This one did get dropped on or stepped on, and there's a small little, do you hear that? There's a small little dimple in the screen. With 3 kids and 2 adults and a dog in the house, and letting my coworkers use it and friends, complete strangers on trains, it's fared very well. And now we're gonna give it the college test. That's gonna be fun. Thank you so much for watching. Let the credits roll for the Paramount Kid. Goodbye.